And this one, because at that time, we did have a State Department for Blue Economy and Fisheries. It was just a department in the office of the president called the Advisory Council, which was advising the president on issues fisheries. But now, as a government, we have a ministry and also a State Department in charge of Blue Economy and Fisheries, which is now handling all those issues the Advisory Council were doing then.
Thank you, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, of course, at the face of it, actually, an advisory council would be good because it's more permanent, and when other governments come, they may not prioritize a department. However, if you actually look at the way it was crafted, there were so many conflicting mandates, and so one has to give way. And because one has to give way, I think if the advisory council gives way, it's okay. So I agree with the committee, except, Chair, if you look at the amendments that I was proposing, the amendments were actually giving the mandate to this advisory council on issues to do with artisanal fishers. When this original bill that was actually declared unconstitutional by the court was brought, you could see the legislative thinking was for fishers in the ocean. It didn't think of inland waters or those who fish inland. And because of that, the mention of artisanal fishers is more accidental than deliberate. So I would want to encourage, if the committee would agree with me, I will be proposing later an amendment bringing apart specifically speaking to the welfare of artisanal fishers. Not necessarily the fund, but just the welfare, the rights of artisanal fishers. So if, because I agree with you to delete that, I hope you will also support me when I'm dealing with my Jolupo. Thank you.
Yeah, Honorable Millie, your point is made. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 5 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Yeah, honorable members, let me welcome students both in the Speaker's Gallery and the public gallery to the House. Honorable members, in the Speaker's Gallery, we have Mount Carmel School from Masinga constituency in Machakos County. And in the public gallery, we have Kiangweni Academy from Gichugu constituency, Kirinyaga County. Their students, their teachers, and those accompanying them are welcome to the National Assembly to observe the proceedings.
Clauses 7, or clauses 6 and 7.
Mention.
Yes.
I don't know this material, maybe you can guide us, Honorable Chairman. Clause 5, you know it was a deletion. So you have read that it should remain part of the I don't know whether that is substantial or it's something I just think, you know. But since it's a house of record, it's already in our records. I don't know what is the way forward.
Yeah, it is deleted. It is deleted. Yeah, it's not part of the bill by consequence of that decision. Yeah, honorable members, I propose that clauses 6 and 7 be part of the bill. Honorable members, there being no comments, I now put the question that clauses 6 and 7 be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 8.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 8 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Chairman, clause 8 be amended as per the order paper, and this amendment, Honorable Chair, provides just a clarity of the functions of the Kenya Fisheries Service, and there aligns also the roles in line with the two levels of government, the county government and the national government. And further, Honorable Chair, the Kenya Fish Marketing Authority established under Clause 2 has been deleted. In line with the Cabinet Directive on reforms of the state corporation, the amendment also, Honorable Chair, seeks to align the provisions of the directive by deleting the references to the authority and subsequent transfer of marketing authority to functions to Kenya Fisheries Service.
Yes, Honorable Mili. But Honorable Mili, before you rise on a point of order, do I propose the question?
Okay.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed. Honorable Mili.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, just wanted to seek your direction because what the committee is seeking to do is to delete clause 8 and substitute with a new clause. And Chair had proposed amendments which don't go against what they are proposing, but there were amendments to the old clause. So how do we go about it? Because I still want to retain my amendments to that 8.
Yeah, you've done well to seek clarification from the study of the corresponding amendments and the bill. If the amendment by the committee, is approved by the House, your amendments in terms of paragraph F, L, and new paragraph PA will fall. You will therefore remain only to move amendment in respect of paragraph A.
But, Mr. Speaker, the paragraph PA is a new one.
Yes, it's a new one, but it is materially at par with the amendments being proposed by the chair, if you look at them keenly.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Chair, you want to...
Yes, and I also want to ask Honorable Mili, Honorable Chair, but even what she was proposing, it's already captured under the clause 8C of our committee amendments. So it is in line with our clause 8C. Yes.
You are speaking in terms of what would remain.
Yes, what you wanted to do. Yes.
The amendment Honorable Mili is proposing in terms of A, you say will be covered under your clause C.
Yes, and it's covered.
Yes.
And we have captured as a committee.
Honorable Mili, if that is so, then it means your entire amendments will fall. I'm giving you time to just confirm, because
Chair, if you look at what C says, their proposed amendment is develop standards for the management of all fisheries and aquaculture activities and fishing-related activities within the scope of this act. And mine provides, ensure the appropriate development on standards on conservation management, sustainable use, development and protection of the fisheries resources. So mine is very specific to issues of conservation and sustainable use.
Yeah, the House will treat your part of the amendment when it comes, Honorable Mili, and I think you'll give that explanation to the House at that stage. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 8 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable Mili, propose the part of your amendment that is remaining.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, this is why it's good to have Suberians around. Honorable Karoli has just alerted me that the committee's F actually mirrors exactly my proposed amendment.
Yes.
The only challenge I face is that the chair, because we did get to speak, didn't realize the passion I have for artisanal fishers. They are the reason I'm in this house. So that is why I need you to mention artisanal or jolupo by word like that, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Chair, Honorable Mili, are you dropping, therefore, your amendments?
Chair, I've
clause eight.
actually, there goes Karoli again. Suberians, sharp minds. He has said, look at Q, support artisanal fisheries. So the chairman is already alert to my desire. So I drop all my amendments in that clause.
Yeah, Honorable Millie, having dropped all our amendments to clause 8, I now put the question that clause 8 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 9.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 9 be part of the bill. An amendment. Yes, Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, clause 9 of the bill be amended as by the order paper. And this one, Honorable Chair, the Fish Marketing Authority established under clause 201 has been deleted in line with the Cabinet Directive on reforms of state corporations. The amendment seeks to align the provisions with the directive by deleting the reference to the authority and subsequent transfer of marketing functions to the Kenya Fisheries Service.
Yeah, honorable members, I propose the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chairperson. Honorable members, I put the question. Honorable members, I put the question that clause 9 be amended as proposed by the chair. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. And there is an amendment by the Honorable Millie Odhiambo Mabona, MP. Honorable Millie, move your amendment.
Chair, I just wanted to find out, has the committee deleted 9, or you've just proposed amendments?
No, I can guide you, Honorable Millie. Clause 9 has not been deleted. They have only amended in terms of reading the provision of some words, which they say have been catered for.
Oh, okay, then, Chair, if that is the case, then I will drop my proposed deleting of paragraph A and B because those were conflicting with the roles of the advisory council.
Yes.
But now that the advisory council has been removed, it's no longer necessary. And then I think the others, the committee have adopted my proposed amendments.
Yes.
So because of that, I dropped my amendments.
Thank you, Honorable Millie. The amendments proposed by Honorable Millie are dropped. And that being so, Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 9 be, as amended, be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 10.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 10, is it only 10? That clause 10 be part of the bill. Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, I propose that clause 10 of the bill be amended as per the order paper, and the input of this amendment, Honorable Chair, is to align with the provisions of State Corporation Act on representative of the board, which includes the Attorney General or their representative. Further, Honorable Chair, the amendment seeks to provide a representation of the county governments in the board of the service, noting that the functions given to the service have a direct and indirect impact on the functions of the county government.
Made, Honorable Chair. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed. The Honorable Karoli Omondi.
Honorable Chair, I have no particular amendment on this particular clause, but I wanted to ask the Chair why they have not considered it necessary to include the ministry responsible for environmental conservation as part of the membership of the board under clause 10. Because one of the main issues about fisheries is the management of the riverine estuaries where the fish produces eggs and the younglings survive before becoming fish of the right size to be eaten. But I thought there should be some linkage between the board and the ministry responsible for environmental conservation.
Chairperson.
That interest, Honorable Chairperson, is taken care of separately by NEMA, because even the fishermen who are doing like a cage fishing, Honorable Speaker, in the lake, they must first get even a NEMA licenses. So, though there is no even harm to include, but they are taken care of separately by NEMA.
Yes, Honorable Millie Odhiambo.
Thank you, Chair. I support, except I'd wish to draw to seek the attention of the Chair. I think he's consulted. Chair of the committee. Honorable Bowen, I was just wondering if you could clarify why under 10.1G, the proposed, Honorable Bowen, are you listening? I know men have a challenge in multitasking. Under clause 10.1G, you said 3 other persons not being public officers with the knowledge and experience in the conservation, blah, 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 appointed by the Cabinet Secretary. I was wondering why you do not very specifically just say those persons should be from the, BMUs, because they play a very critical role. But just like the artisanal fishers, we are giving them very minimal mention in this bill. Is it possible that you could propose that amendment to include them in? It wouldn't add the numbers, but you would actually basically do a further amendment to include one of them being a representative of the BMUs.
Honorable Chair, I take the concerns by the Honorable Millie and the Honorable Karoli Omonde, but I want to take them to part D of the bill, which is the interagencies monitoring, control, and surveillance unit. That is page 993 of this. And you can see the representation. The representation there, Honorable Chair, if you allow me to read, is the Director General of Fisheries, who is the chair, representative of the police, representative of the judiciary, the county government, the BMUs, the representative of the NEMA, the representative of the public health and sanitation, the representative of the defense, water, wildlife, maritime. So all those agencies are there.
Yeah, Chair, would you also read clause 10C, 10.1C of the bill before amendment? Just if Honorable Karoli could be satisfied that knowledge on matters environment is catered for.
Yes, Honorable Chair, that is part C. The 5 members, these are the membership of the board. The 5 members not being a public officers openly appointed by the Cabinet Secretary for their long-term knowledge and experience in the conservation, management, development. That's what you are...
Yes, and it's replaced that with specific mentions of agencies like the National Environment Management Authority. Yes, honorable members, I now put the question that clause, yes. Yes, that is Honorable Owen Bayer.
Yes, if you allow me, Chair, yes, Chair. I note very interestingly that the Chair is proposing the Cabinet Secretary under 10.3, the Cabinet Secretary shall, in making appointments under subsection 1G, have regard to the principles of gender parity, age, and all that. That is under section 1G. But, Chair, if you look at the appointments in A, B, C, D, E, and even F, we have had situations where then all these principal secretaries probably come from the same gender, or probably come from the same ethnic group, or probably come from the same village. Because of the designation that they are appointed, they are already in office. So how are you going to balance that without really ensuring that we do not come to... I remember Kenya Maritime Authority at a time when they appointed like that, and all of them belonged to one tribe. All of them, from the chair, everybody. So how are you going to ensure that we don't end up with a situation like that?
Honorable Owen Baya, I don't want that to be responded to because the response is in Article 232 of the Constitution. That is the requirement of our supreme law, that the face of the nation in terms of gender, regional, ethnic balance, integration of minorities, the youth, persons with disabilities, must be adhered to when you compose any body that is a public service body. Yes, so honorable members, permit me now, therefore, to put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 10 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 11.
Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill. Do you have an amendment? Chairperson.
Honorable Chair, clause 11 be amended as per the order paper. This one is just a clean-up, Honorable Chair. So it is just a draft clean-up. It's not something major.
Honorable Chair, what are you cleaning up?
If you check, Honorable Chair, we just aligning it with the provisions of drafting style and the format of the House. How normally the
thank you, Honorable Chair. The point is made. Honorable members, I propose the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed by the chairperson. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Honorable members, I now put the question that clause 11 as amended be part of the bill. Will as many as are of that opinion say aye? Will as many as are of the contrary opinion say nay? The ayes have it. Yeah, honorable members, let me welcome the visiting students from our institutions to this house. We have students in the speakers gallery. Oh, really? We have Kipsiainan Secondary from Rongai constituency, Nakuru County. And then we have Suguta Marmar School from Samburu West constituency, from the great county of Samburu. And by the way, honorable members, I'm being informed by my clerk to my right that that is his former school. Yes, yeah, stand so that you may be recognized. One of you is to my right. And honorable members, in the public gallery, we also have Toro Loquidin School from Baringo, Baringo North constituency, Baringo County. And then Emitik Academy, also from Baringo North, Baringo County. All the students, their teachers, and everybody accompanying them from the institutions are welcome to this house, the National Assembly, to observe the proceedings. Yes, I want to allow, is that Honorable Makilap? To welcome all the students to the house.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The correct pronunciation is Torolokwanin,
yes.
Boarding Primary School. And Torolokwanin. Milo Diamo Torolo Kuonin. Yes, that is a model primary school that was built through an economic stimulus for schools in northern Kenya and pastoral community. Then Minister Elmi was in charge of northern Kenya and those areas. And it is one of the best, under the leadership of Raila Amolo Odinga during the Nusumkate government. And Baba wanted everywhere in Kenya to be brought up in development. Mr. Speaker, Torlokwanin Model Boarding Primary School is one of the best public primary schools in Baringo North constituency. Emitik Academy is the only academy, private academy, in Baringo West. Remember, Mr. Speaker, I'm a member of parliament of 2 sub-counties. So in Baringo West sub-county, Emitik Academy is the best. In public, Torokwanin is the best. And I have liked Samburu. Samburu, the great people, the students from Samburu, the Sukuta Marmar. You know, you have difficulties in pronouncing these things, but for us pastoralists, you know how to pronounce. It's called Sukuta Marmar, and it is in Samburu. So, Speaker, I want to congratulate these children from pastoral communities. Children that could not have had an opportunity to go to school, but they have an opportunity to reach parliament. So, Speaker, these children, students from these schools, are destined for greatness. If only they work hard and become disciplined, they will find themselves in this house sometime in their future if they work very hard. Mr. Speaker, I wish them success. The director, Banaja Suban, for Emitik, and Mr. Joel Kilanga, the head teacher of Torlokwanin, and the good friends of mine from Samburu, Sukuta Marmar. All the best as you go back home. Go and work hard. No more strikes in Kenya. No more indiscipline in Kenya. It is Kenya Students for Peace. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Makilap. It would be remiss if I didn't allow the MP for Samburu County to also welcome all the students to the National Assembly.
I was really raising my hand so that I can also get a chance to welcome all the students, and particularly students from Samburu County, Sukuta Marmar Primary School. Mr. Speaker, you know they have traveled so many hours to be here to come and see the proceedings and also to see Kenya, because there are so many things that are not in Samburu, but they are here in Nairobi. So I want to take this chance to welcome them here, plus all the other students to come and see the proceedings of this house. And also I want to encourage them to work hard. We are here today representing them, but tomorrow we expect them to be here. Sukuta Marmar is one of the best public schools in Samburu, which is a very well-performing school, which has a very high population. So I want to welcome them, plus their teachers, those who have accompanied them to this house to see the proceedings, and also wish them success in their trip in all the other places that they visit in when they are still here in Nairobi. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and welcome all the students. Thank you.
Well, it is beautiful to have all the students within the National Assembly, especially on a day